welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. This is my stun deck. There is no Mystic Mine for one, so people who don't like Mystic Mine, you don't have to worry about this. But it's a stun deck, so you're going to have to worry about other issues. This is basically like a Thunder kind of stun deck. It's pretty nice. Sometimes it works, but most of the time it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But it's a pretty nice deck, and I just kind of threw it together. It's pretty fun. It shuts down a lot of people's plays. So first off, we're just getting right into the deck profile. We're running one Dino Wrestler Pinkertops. Well, you can only run one. This card's just a really great card. It's a free pop, free special summon, and it's a quick effect pop, which is really cool. Running triple Inspector Border. In this deck, it's kind of necessary, and it's makes it to where they can't activate their effects, which is really, really nice. I'm running triple Thunder King Ray-O. Neither player can add cards from their deck to the hand except by drawing them, so any kind of search deck, which is pretty much all of the meta decks right now, can't add them. And then during either player's turn, when your opponent would special summon exactly one monster, you contribute this card, negate, and then summon and just if you do destroy it. So it's a pretty good card. Just the fact that you can't add a deck to the hand except by drawing them, which is really cool. Where I'm running two Thunderclap Monk. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control this special summon monster, quick effect, you contribute this card, negate the activation, you do destroy it. It's a really nice card because it negates effects, which is really, really cool. I'm running two Lightning Rod Lords. Basically, neither player can activate spell cards during the main phase 1, which really rocks because this deck is all about kind of stalling. And there's another card that I'm going to get into, so basically they can't activate spell cards for the entire game except during the battle phase, or my turn. Well, yeah, which is really, really cool. And then I am running triple Denko Sekka. Obviously, this card is just too great. Like, if someone sets 5, like they're playing Eldritch or any kind of trap-based deck like Altergeist, you play this card, it really, really hurts them a lot, which is really, really cool. I'm running two Diana, the Light Spirit. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be first by special summoning from your hand by banishing one light monster from your graveyard. Once returned to your end phase, gain 1,000 during your opponent's end phase. Gain 1,000 life points. This card's okay. It's mainly to be special summoned off of Ties of the Brethren, but it's a pretty nice card in there nonetheless because it's a free special summon from hand, so you really don't have to worry about anything. And everything in your deck is light except my Pinkertops, but yeah, it's a pretty nice card. And then double of the sometimes bricks if you draw is Zap Mustang. Not a lot of people have heard of this card unless you've played stun decks like this. Cannot be normal summoned or step. Must be special summoned by a card effect during your main phase 1. So only Ties of the Brethren during your main phase 1. It cannot be special summoned other ways. And cannot be special summoned if you have special summon this turn. Twice per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Each turn, the turn player can only special summon a number of times to the number of attacks they conducted this turn. So they can only special summon during the main phase 2 if they attacked. So they can only special summon twice if they attack twice, which is really good. And there's a card that basically allows them to say, hey, you can't special summon, which I'll get into that later. Onto the spell cards, I'm running one Day of Peace. It's a double draw. Yeah, I know each player draws a card, but another player takes battle, so it's really kind of nice. Triple Ties of the Brethren, it's just free summons from the deck, and it gets Zap Mustang out there, which is really, really cool. Triple Pot of Extravagance, this card is really, really nice. You really don't care about your extra deck at all unless you like really, really need it, but yeah, it's just free draws, really. One Upstart Goblin, one Slash Draw, just kind of more draw stuff. Double Shared Ride, I like this card because it's just more draws. Sometimes you brick a lot in this deck. Well, not a lot, it's not as bad as Monarchs, but sometimes you have a couple of Garnets in your hand and you really can't do anything about it, so I just put more draw cards so you can get stuff. And Terminal World, this card, activate only during your main phase 1. While this card is on the field, both players get their main phase 2. So basically, if you have Lightning Rod Lord on Zap Mustang on the field, can't activate card effects and can't special summon, which is really, really crazy. And yeah, it's a crazy card. I'm running two though because sometimes it can be bricky and sometimes you don't want to have it. Both players skip their main phase 2, but it's a really, really great card nonetheless. Triple Moon Mirror Shield to round off 4 spells. Just obviously, all of your things are kind of weak attacks, so when you put this down, it kind of prevents them from being destroyed by battle. Onto the traps, running double. Lose 1 turn. Activate this card if only controlled. No special summon monsters. While monsters face up on the field, negate its effects during the turn that monster is special summon. And effect monsters special summon in attack position, change that thing to defense position. So, I can only activate it if I control no special summon monsters, but while monsters face up in the field, negate its effect. So it's a really, really great card. And it's not a once per turn, so it really kind of sucks. And then if it's an effect monster, change it to defense position, which is really, really crazy. I'm running 1 anti-spell fragrance. This card can be kind of dud, but it's really great if you can get it resolving and you don't have to run like your spells. Like if you already got all your combo stuff to go through and you know that you're going to win the game, this card puts a lot more stress on people. I'm running 1 red reboot. This is just to negate traps and stuff from your hand, and if you set it, so if people try to judgment you, warning you, any kind of trap, kind of bad stuff, you can negate it with this card, which is really, really cool. And to round off for the deck, 2 judgments itself. It's just says no to anything. It's a really, really great card. On to the X deck, I'm running double Utopia the Lightning, double Utopia, just for kind of OTK stuff. I'm running triple Tornado Dragon, because sometimes you have to deal with spell and trap removal you don't want to deal with, so if they have like big stuff in the back row, it's pretty nice. Triple Bagooska, obviously. This card's just too good to not be in there. It's basically a Zexal, but rank 4 and not bigger. Triple Abyss Dweller, it negates anything, so zombies, it hurts them really badly. And I'm running, to round up for the deck, 2 Nightmare Phoenixes just to negate spells and traps. Onto the side deck, I'm running triple Gamma Seal. It's just for the Dragoon stuff and stuff like that. I'm running a triple Watt Giraffe. This card can attack your opponent directly. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects to the end of this turn. It's okay if they have a lot of chainy stuff, like if they're going against Orcists, if they have their Babel out there, this card kind of hurts them a little bit. But it's not too great because they can still activate it on their main phase 1, so it's not the best. But I like to side it in case I side it out for my Diane and some Lightning Rod Lord sometimes. I'm running triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It's just a really great card. Any meta adds cards from the deck to the hand. So, but if you have if you had Rayo out there, it kind of hurts them a lot. But either way, it's still a great card in there. I'm running 1 Monster Reborn. You can get stuff out there from your grave that you want. I just sided it because it's not the best in the main deck. Doesn't work too well, but on the side deck, it's pretty nice in case you know what deck you're going against. I'm running triple Cosmic Cyclone. It's just more spell and trap removal, and to round up for the deck, running 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. And overall, this deck it's a pretty decent deck. It's definitely more of a lenient to the budget side of the things other than Extravagance, but even then Extravagance has dropped down in price. It's like $20 to $30 right now, I think, by the time I'm recording this video. So it's a pretty nice deck, and yeah, let's just get right into a duel. Alrighty, so I am hosting a round here for our Sun deck. Not a round, I should say a match. I'm personally going to start doing these more often than rounds, just because I think they're a little bit better, and they kind of make the deck, you can see, understand. This build of the Sun deck is more of a go first deck and set up some things that you wanted to go, and can go further into the game, like a grind game or something. So we're going to start our round here. We are probably not going to go first. If we go first, I'm going to be kind of surprised. Yeah, we are not going first. So he's going to activate. So he's playing in Spellbooks. Interesting. Well, not Spellbooks. I just sounded like a dum-dum there. He's playing Endymions, probably. Endymion Pendulum Magicians, or whatever they are. Our hand is pretty decent. He just surrendered. Well, on to game 2, I guess. Yeah, I really don't want to side anything here. I think I'm going to take the 1, just because, I'm just going to take the 1 Pankratops out for the 1 Reborn, and I'm just going to say side deck completed, and let's see if he can get anything. So we're going to start. I believe he's going to make me go first. Nope, he's going to still go first again. See if he can. Yeah, I messed up big time. Yeah, sometimes that happens, especially with Pendulum decks. Sometimes you gotta get it straight on, sometimes it's nothing. And that's with this deck too. Sometimes you break hard and it's not right, but sometimes you win. This hand is also pretty good. Drawing the Zap Mustang is not the best because it's a brick in your hand. Nonetheless, though, I run 2 copies. I would consider running 1, but if you activate Ties of the Brethren, it's still pretty nice nonetheless. But we drew a Rayo. So first off, we're going to activate our Extravagance, getting a free Pot of Greed. And then we're going to activate... Oh, I can't activate that because I can't draw anymore this turn. So, let's see. We will normal summon our Lightning Rod Lord, because this card kind of hurts that deck a little bit. See if he has any responses accordingly. Probably... Okay, warning, that is perfectly fine. I can't do anything else since I already drew, so I'm just going to have to pass turn right there. So hopefully this guy can OTK me and get his win back so we can go on to game 3. But with this deck, I believe it's more of like a grindy deck. I'm not sure if it can OTK or not. It may be able to, but I'm like 99% sure that it can't OTK like really easily. So unless he has like a really great hand. So I think he's just going to attack for 17 and pass maybe. Yep. Okay, so we're going to draw our card. Okay, Moon Mirror Shield, fair enough. We're going to activate one day FP is not Moon Mirror Shield. Each player draws one card, and like I said earlier, this card is not super great, but I like it still. We're going to normal summon we'll normal summon Denko Saga. This is what I should have led with anyways. So he can't activate spells and traps unless he has something in response. So we're going to equip it with Moon Mirror Shield. See if he has anything, so he's just going to get the spell counter kind of stuff. And then we're just going to go straight to battle phase, and we're just going to attack right over his Magical Abductor. And yep, and then we're just going to end turn right there. Like I said, this is like more of a grindy deck, but it's not super grindy. Sometimes it can break, but it's not like Monarchs. Even with Pantheism back to 3, that deck is nothing. I mean, sure they have like their Domain of the Monarchs, but I mean that card is great in any kind of deck, but that is kind of stalling. But that's about their best card in there. And I mean, they contribute. They could rip card as a hand with Erebus, but like, well, not Erebus, whatever the one is. Sure, they can do that, but it's nothing. They really can't do anything. And especially since this card right now, Denko Saga is a really powerful card. Especially with someone like the Trap Stun decks, like Trap based decks, so like Altergeist and stuff, and Anti-Spell Fragrance at the same time, so he's just going to bounce back to hand, because that's probably the best move he can do right there, and he's going to activate Servant again. I'm so glad that this card is at 1, because, well, it's pretty powerful, but I don't think he can OTK right here, right now anyway, so he's going to draw 2, off of his Spellbook of Knowledge, and I'm just going to let him play out. Okay, so One Day of Peace just really saved us right there, so we are going to... with this hand, I'm not really completely sure what we can do. Since he has his negate, we're just going to try to force out that negate with Terminal World. See if he's going to chain with that, because that skips main phase 2. Well, both players do. So let's see if he's going to try to... I'm just going to try to bait out him, so he's not going to negate that. I mean, fair enough. We are going to special summon Diana the Light Spirit from our hand. We are going to set our Anti-Spell Fragrance, unless he's going to chain something to negate, or chain a quick effect, or something like that. I'm not really familiar with the Pendulum Magician and Endymion deck, but we're just going to normal summon Thunder King Rayo, and let's see if he can do anything. I'm not sure if he can. I mean, that just negates spells and traps, so unless he has something set back there, since Denko Saga's gone, let's see if he has something right back there. I'm not 100% sure, because like I said, I really don't know this deck, but he did play Solemn Warning, so if he has another one of those, so he's gonna activate Selene. Okay, that you removes 3 spell counters. You can special summon 1 monster from your hand or graveyard. Well, spell cost monster, this zone points to. Okay, that's perfectly fine, because I don't have any responses. I probably would put Ash in there, but I really don't feel like it, unless we go like game 3 or something. So he bounced back Rayo to the hand. That's perfectly fine. We're just going to activate our Moon Mirror Shield on Diana the Light Spirit. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I don't know how many. So is this a once per turn? It's not a once per turn. So he's going to negate that with the Mighty Master Magic. That's perfectly fine too. We're just going to go end turn, and then let's see if we can actually do something here. There's not much else that I could do, and like I'm just gonna let him play through. Okay, so we did lose there. We are going on to game 3. Since he had a lot of back row last time, we are going to side out some of the things we have back here. So we're going to side out the red reboot. Well, I'm going to actually keep the red reboot in there. We're going to side out the slash draw, and we're just going to throw in some of the back row hate that he, well, yeah, we'll side in some of the back row hate. We're going to put in the Cosmic Cyclones, and let's see if we can, yes, Cosmic Cyclones, Cosmic Cyclones, not another anti-spell fragments. My mouse is being, like, really strange. Okay, we're going to put in the second Cosmic Cyclone, and we're just going to say side decking completed. I am going to go first, because that's what this deck likes to do, and let's see if what we can actually do here. So we're going to, first off, normal summon our Thunder King Ryo. Then we're going to activate our Ties of the Brethren. Then we're going to target our Thunder King Ryo. We're not going to chain Shared Ride. Maybe if I can actually do something with this. We're going to special summon our Zap Mustang and our Lightning Rod Lord from our deck in defense position, since I don't want to take a whole lot of damage. Okay, put both those bad boys out there. We are going to set our Shared Ride, and we're going to set our Moonmirror Shield, and we're going to pass the turn. Since I know that I'm going against a Damien's Lightning Rod Lord really hurts the deck, so that he can only play on main phase 2, and even then he can't special summon cards because of Zap Mustang, because he can attack, but it wouldn't be likely because I don't think he has any normal summon monsters. Well, not tribute summon, normal summon monsters that don't, that can get over 1900, and it's kind of hard to because, he can't tribute anything. He can't add cards from his deck to the hand, which really, really sucks, except by drawing them. So any kind of add stuff to hand, draw stuff really hurts. I am first off going to Cosmic. Well, I can't activate stuff during. So we're just going to go. Yeah, we're just going to go right onto the battle phase. And we're going to attack his face down. And it's probably going to be less than. And we are going to chain our Cosmic Cyclone to kill his back row, because I am slightly afraid of that. So get rid of his Lost Wind and his Time Gazer. We are going to go onto main phase 2. We're going to activate our Moonmirror Shield, targeting our... Oh, and he surrendered. And that was game, yeah. So it's a pretty decent deck. There's a lot of some bricks, some things that like aren't really well with it. When you go against certain decks like these that are heavy spell based or heavy special summon, like almost all decks, it really hurts if you get Zap Mustang out there. Zap Mustang's a really powerful card because it can't be destroyed by battle twice if you special summon this turn, so you can really do some stuff with it. And yeah, it's just an overall pretty great deck. There is a couple of bricks, that's why I put on all the draw cards, but other than that, it's a really nice deck. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It'd be really graciously appreciated. I haven't been posting in a while. I know I'm trying to get back to once a week or more. But yeah, thanks for watching.